As the fans of Apple rush out to buy the new MacBook Pro 2016 for the holiday season, some are quite content to use a 2008 or 2009 MacBook Pro. With the rapid rate of change in hardware, it's seldom necessary anymore to buy the latest and greatest systems available. Although hardware companies would like us to buy a new system every year, many consumers have come to realize the newest computer or phone isn't always needed. Indeed, a modern laptop can easily last 3 years or more, even for the most demanding user. As an owner of a MacBook Pro 2008 for the past 6 months, I've had plenty of time to experiment and do everything with the system that a user would do in the course of an ordinary day. The 2008 MacBook Pro 15-inch comes in at 6.8 pounds, a far cry from its modern sibling, which is just a bit over 4 pounds. Lifting the MacBook Pro 2008 in the hand, you won't really notice its 6.4 pound weight, as the system is well balanced with the weight well distributed throughout the chassis. As many complain about the 2016 MacBook Pro, the 2008 model is well equipped with ports including an express card slot, FireWire 400 and 800, 2 USB 2.0 ports, an audio out and mic in port, and a DVI analog or digital out. The system also sports a real RJ45 1 gigabit Ethernet jack, a very rare commodity indeed. The MacBook Pro 2006 was the first Apple system to include the MagSafe connector, a great invention for the clumsy or just plain unlucky among us. When the 2008 MacBook Pro was released, it sold for $27.99, which is $3,100 in today's money. Despite the price, the system sold well. It included a 1440 by 900 resolution screen, still decent by today's standards. As with most systems of the day, many possible upgrades were available. This system was upgraded to the maximum memory of 6 GB of DDR2 and now has a 256 GB SSD. Although the SSD speeds will never compare to a modern system, the serial ATA 150 interface will push the new SSD much faster than the old mechanical hard drive. Blackmagic scoring for the original drive came in at 44.6 megabytes write and 45.8 megabytes read, compared to 124.9 megabytes write and 133.3 megabytes for the SSD. Connecting to the internet is a snap with the onboard Ethernet or with Wi-Fi. The system includes an Airport Extreme card capable of 802.11a, b, g, and n. Although not a gamer's dream, the built-in display is powered by an NVIDIA 8600M GT with 256 megabytes of video memory. This system has finally fallen off Apple's OS support list and will no longer be able to support anything past OS X El Capitan 10.11. Even so, it'll be a long time before the system is no longer able to run the latest apps. Compared to a recent laptop, the Core 2 Duo 2.4 GHz won't win any awards. But what exactly can you do with an aging processor? Surprisingly, anything, as long as you have a little patience at times. This video was edited and rendered in iMovie in 1080p. Don't expect to win any render speed awards, but it's certainly possible to edit video, work on documents, watch videos on YouTube, and of course browse the interwebs. It's truly impressive just how snappy OS X is on the 2008. Clicking and moving around the UI is quick and with little or no delay. One can hardly expect this from an 8-year-old system. Compared to PC equivalents of that era, I doubt the same could be said. When asked how the keyboard and trackpad is, the answer can be only one: excellent. The backlit, beautiful silver keyboard has a wonderful tactile feel. Each key press has a crisp feel and the travel is perfectly suited for long-term, comfortable typing. As with all MacBook Pros, one can make the keyboard brighter or dimmer, and of course the sensor will turn off the keyboard backlight when not needed. Many modern PCs wish they had a trackpad as accurate as this system does. Although it's 8 years old, the trackpad is very precise and easy to work with. When compared with the 2014 Lenovo Yoga 2 Pro, there's no doubt I'll always prefer the 2008 MacBook Pro. If there were any complaints about the 2008 MacBook Pro, I can think of only one. It's very common for this model to have an overheating GPU, partly because of the GPU itself and also because the thermal paste ages and no longer cools the processor as well. This particular system is ready to be dismantled, taking the motherboard out and cleaning and replacing the thermal paste. Although it takes a bit of work, it's worth it. Today's laptops by comparison are expendable, not expandable. The $100 price tag for this used system is a far cry from the $2399 entry-level 2016 MacBook Pro. Besides, a little elbow grease just makes me appreciate the MacBook Pro 2008 even more. Battery life for the MacBook Pro 2008 is not quite as robust as a newer system. Apple stated originally that the MacBook Pro 2008 could run for about 5 hours on a single battery charge, but this system comes in at about 2.5 to 3 hours of casual use. One good thing about the battery is that it's user serviceable and can be easily replaced. New third-party batteries can be found for less than $30 US. Right under the battery is the access door for the RAM, making RAM upgrades a snap, something you'll never be able to do with a new MacBook. At 15 inches diagonal, the display is bright, beautiful, and colorful. The surface is glossy plastic, not yet glass for this model, so no worries about a broken screen. With my poor vision, the large screen and reasonable 1600 by 900 resolution is a welcome sight. Brightness and contrast is excellent indoors, and reasonable outside, and still very usable. My total investment for this system, 6 GB of RAM, a 256 GB SSD, and a new battery came in at $275. Not bad for a MacBook Pro that's still quite useful. I very much doubt that one could find a PC laptop from 2008 that might be worth upgrading and maintaining for that price. We as a society are often concerned with the latest and greatest tech, ready to throw out last year's model for what we are told is the best. Perhaps instead of thinking of what's best according to Apple or Microsoft, we should think about what gives us the greatest amount of utility for the best price. Now that's an idea. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, subscribe and share, and if you really liked the video, give it a like and drop me a comment and let me know what you think. Thanks again.